What do you mean sponsored? What does that mean?
They want us
What is that?
without you knowing it's me, compared to me telling you I'm a
Oh,
woman.
my ass cheeks have a good.
You
This is
know,
the debut of that story.
I would never tell anybody either.
We run a tight ship around here, folks.
Still a protective
rubber?
thing. Yeah, it's like rubber, extra rubber. It's
Is
like
it true
hard.
that the reason steel toe exists is to get a clean cut on your toes if a heavy object falls on them? That's what I heard.
Get a clean cut on
Like
your
it's
toes?
literally to sever your fucking toes. If some
Definitely not.
huge
No,
object
it's to
falls.
stop your
it's
toes
to
from being
stop the
severed.
thing.
Yeah, but but it also double benefits. This is what I've heard. It
Double.
also
This is a double
it's a
benefit.
obviously, if like a heavy object falls, the steel can protect you. But if a really like an unbelievably heavy object falls, it will just sever your toes off.
I don't know where you're getting this information.
Instead of like crushing them and leaving them feeble like a regular.
So-
boot
so
would do.
it-
I would have to see this.
Yeah.
To believe
so
it.
it's like how they say that the safety precautions on an airplane is just to kill you.
Exact same thing I was thinking of.
Electrons.
They say that.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
yeah. Because for the insurance companies, it's a lot cheaper.
I don't know if I believe it.
I believe it. It's a lot cheaper for the insurance companies of airplanes if they crash for the people to have died than live and get sued for the repercussions.
See, I don't
of the
believe
medical
that
bills.
either.
I believe that also.
I believe that.
I think this is
What are
all.
they suing for?
Okay, so you know how when the airplane's about to crash, they tell you to
Yeah.
tuck your head.
They
in?
say that'll
They
kill
say
you.
that will you have a higher chance of breaking your neck than just like sitting there.
Yeah, then just like let me face plant into
They
this
say they do that
backseat.
on purpose because they want you to die because then they have to pay out less money in a death lawsuit instead of an injury lawsuit.
I don't,
Wow.
see,
I don't believe that
alright,
at all.
So this is
believe
what I
that
believe.
sounds- come on.
No, this is what I believe. I believe that their safety precautions will actually save you. Okay, I don't think that they're trying to kill you, but I do believe that their repercussions for a death is less money than for someone who's lived. Does that make sense?
But does
I
it
don't know.
make
I
sense?
They're
don't-
out to get
believe
you.
that.
They're out to
Does
get
it
you.
make sense
100%
about
out
this?
to get you.
Is that's like a quick death, quick snap to the neck, as opposed to if you were just sitting regularly on an airplane seat. You first
And
of
you're
all,
on fire?
You knock yourself unconscious and then like drown to death or something,
Right.
wherever, or you're just alive. Like, is it just for the quickness of the death?
I don't think they're like euthanizing us.
I think that's exactly what
Euthanizing?
they're doing. Because I feel like.
Again, you guys all sound. I'm a conspiracy theorist, and this sounds like crazy. To me.
Speaking of, have you seen the footage
I was about to
of
say.
the Denver airplane that
United Airlines.
United Airlines it retreated from Denver, departed from Denver, retreated.
Retreated.
It departed from Denver, and then its engine caught on fire.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
And,
Yep.
Fuck out.
and then did you see the pictures of where the parts landed?
There's a few.
Directly in front of this man's door.
Yeah, and you see he
Just
was-
like a huge
Yeah,
the
like the ring.
engine, the
Yeah.
ring, the metal ring that goes around the engine, huge,
Yeah, he's
like
taking out
like more than 9 feet,
And it-
huge engine, and it just landed right outside of your door. Imagine if you walked outside.
He's like, oh, what was that noise? Yeah,
God wanted you to die if that happened.
Yeah,
that's what
for
I'm
real.
saying. He put it up for eBay for what, $100,000 or something.
He doesn't own it because
Th-
it landed on his door.
That was my question. Does he own it now? I think he should.
Does that go by the bylaws of finders keepers?
To be fair, I think finders keepers counts if you could have died if you were just happened to be on your porch from the fucking item. I think you
taking
should
it.
own it now.
I'm taking it.
The thing is, it's not functional. Like, does United Airlines really own it?
They're the losers weepers.
They're the losers. Weepers,
They're the
yeah.
losers reapers. I really
They're
think that is
definitely
true.
crying.
Because if just a one screw comes off a plane, lands in your yard, you definitely own that.
Oh,
It was
man.
just a screw that
It's-
came up on your property.
I mean, it's
If
not-
they wanted to put that screw back in the plane, I'd be a little.
Yeah, I would sue them for
Alarmed.
the thought of trying to take it from me to repair that plane that fell apart.
but I definitely think that's his now.
No,
Because
I agree.
first of all, they owe him just because of the risk.
Yeah, he
That's
could
why-
definitely
that's
sue.
why
Also
I
the
said- that's why I
damage.
said,
That they,
The
that
damage.
they, I mean, honestly, he could probably sue for more than that.
He'll probably sue Boeing though.
for damage.
It's definitely Boeing.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
definitely
I mean, that is a huge risk
Yeah.
that has fallen onto my property out of the air.
Yeah, especially
I gotta see this picture.
Yeah,
It's-
I haven't heard about
it's
it.
It's insane.
It's literally the ring of the end.
I can
I know
picture
what
it.
you're
Did
talking
you
about,
see
the
the
silver
picture
part?
of? Did you see there's videos because everyone has cameras now of the flight just taking videos of the engine
I'm
on
surpri-
fire.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised
I
more
saw
people
that.
weren't screaming.
I feel like the captain was doing a good job. You know, he was like,
No, I mean, I heard on TikTok they released the like the air traffic controller to airplane audio,
right?
and they handled it like absolute pros.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I'm saying.
they were so professional about it. They cleared all the runways at the airport. They said you can land at any runway. Just like touchdown, and let's have
Dude,
these people be safe.
And the captain absolutely sold it. He was like, at United Airlines, we above all appreciate safety, and we showed that here today by landing this plane with a blown engine.
Christ.
And everyone was like,
Captain Sully in this
yeah, like
bitch.
fucking like a rock star, fucking finishing his solo.
Because it was right into liftoff.
Yeah.
Like it was.
I mean,
Which, to be fair, is the best place to do it.
I'm using space terms, not liftoff. Takeoff.
And war terms. He retreated out of Denver. Denver was attacking the plane, so they retreated.
So right into takeoff. I mean, like the whole trip was like 15 minutes long.
And they
it was not long at all.
They napalm
these
that
these
engine.
are the moments that really like test the pilot, because most of the time, hopefully, but most of the time flights are pretty straightforward to take off and landing. And from, I don't know if it's true, but when I hear most of the work is done during takeoff and landing.
There's also a TikToker who's a pilot who
Of course there is.
who has a podcast who tries to like
And of course he has a podcast.
That's what he's talking about.
everybody has a podcast. Who doesn't? If you don't have a podcast, do you
Idiot.
even exist?
Idiot.
Do you even exist? Who doesn't have a podcast? Do you hear Bruce Springsteen and Barack Obama have a podcast?
Genius name, by the way. You know what the name is of it? Born in the USA.
Is it really? I thought it was something else.
Genius
I
on
thought
so
it
many
was
levels.
Renegades.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too, because that's what it said.
Maybe
on
the
it.
episode was called Born in the USA?
Probably.
That's what it
But
was on
like Bruce
Spotify.
Springsteen, Obama, whole
Because I did get.
Born in the US.
But if you don't have a podcast, what are you doing?
And if you do want to
What
have
are you doing?
if you do want to have a podcast, use Podbean, use code word picky, and they will host your podcast, whatever you want to do.
What a segue.
What a segue. We don't have an ad at all.
But we are sponsored by Podbean, for the record.
Not really at all. We use them. We're not sponsored by them at all.
Danny, we're sponsored by Podbean for the next 6 months. I told you this.
You are King Doof today,
Get
huh?
in the program. Get
We're
your head in the
sponsored
game.
by Podbean.
Wait, are you being serious right now?
Yes, I'm being
Did you not
serious.
tell him?
I did.
You did not tell me at
Yes,
all.
I did
What do you
over
mean
text.
sponsored? What does that mean?
They want us.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean? They want us.
You must not have told
They
him.
want us
Remember
to
the whole
promote site.
Manscaped
I
thing?
texted it to you
Yo.
Yo.
Bring up the transaction.
a while ago. I did.
What does that mean? What do you so
If everybody who wants to start a podcast with as many people, if they use our code word picky for Podbean,
dude, they're gonna think this is a bit, but it's not. I swear to God, I do not think you did not text me.
We're
this.
sponsored by Podbean for the next 6 months. Well, 5 months now, I guess.
Podbean's a
I know
fantastic podcast on social platform. It's so good. I can't stop talking about it.
I know what I'm doing this weekend. I'm gonna go on a Podbean
I don't know.
and use code word picky.
I didn't know. No, I love Podbean, and nothing is wrong with their. Platform.
We run a tight ship around here, folks. Nothing gets by this guy. Absolutely nothing.
I blame management.
This man did not text me. This man did not text me.
Now you gotta pull up the text and put up the
This
screenshot.
man did not text me.
I blame management.
Either way,
Code word picky on Podbean if you want to start your own podcast.
please.
And we'll do a better plug next time. But that'll suffice for now. Oh my God.
Can I propose a scenario to you guys?
Yes,
Yeah, do
please.
it.
I heard this on another podcast, so shout out PK, but
What's?
PKA, Painkiller Already podcast.
Okay.
Not the point.
I mean, shout him out.
Shut him out.
Shout him out. Boom. Tag him. You wake up, right, as a woman.
Right.
And I give you a pill, and this pill can turn you back into a man at any point. When are you taking the pill?
Oh man, the first
I guess
the dusk.
the better question. The better
So you
question.
don't want to go to sleep, a woman.
No, because I feel like the nighttime is more dangerous for a woman.
Oh, so Danny's the statistics. Okay.
Statistics just stay inside. I mean,
Better question
you gotta before you turn back to a man, you gotta get fucked, right?
yeah.
You have to see what it's like
You
on
got-
the other, how the other
That's
side
no
lives.
argument.
So if you
That's
turn into
no
a woman,
argument.
would you trust a random person to fuck you, or would you let one of us fuck you?
Oh, you let the
I'm
homies
going
hit.
one of the
You let
boys.
the
I'm
homies
going
hit.
one of the boys.
Letting the homies hit, bro.
I'm going on the boys. But now, like, which boy are you going to? You going to like you
No,
like,
no,
no
if any-
homo? You going to one of your good-looking friends?
I'd go
Or
to-
you going to one of your, like your friends that you
Well,
don't
That's
get
what I'm
no
wondering.
pussy?
It's like since
you
you're
gonna
now
go
you're in
hook
a
'em
female
up?
body, are you attracted to men now, or I don't know if that carries over or not?
I feel
don't
like
know.
if you're mental, yeah, that's a very good question.
because what if it if it's a gene thing that you're born with? Well, now your genes are XX or whatever.
Right.
So now are you just like attracted to men, or is it just something in
Or are
your
you
mind?
still
I don't
attracted
know.
to girls? I don't know. I would
Find out.
The point is, if I woke up a woman and I had a pill to change me, if I had the blue pill to change me back to a man, I'd probably bang the person, my friend who I think could bang the best, and the virgin. Both bases. I want to experience
So you're doing charity work, pro bono,
charity
pro
work,
boner.
charity work, and get fucked, and also want to bang a woman. I want to see what it's like for a woman who knows how to treat herself to be on me.
So you're running around all the bases.
I want to hit a home run.
Yeah.
Hit everything, play the outfield, infield.
A better
catch
question
her.
for me is at what point, as a woman, like not how long. At one point, am I gonna like stop and think, "Damn,
What if
what have I been doing?"
Or it's like I wake up a woman and I just throw out the blue pill. This is me now.
I don't know, man. Once week 3 or whatever, when your period hits, you might be digging around for that fucking blue
That's
pill.
a good point.
Man,
It's
I think I'd
it's
give it a
like-
few weeks and rack up some bread on that OnlyFans.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So
that
see,
monetary.
young hustler right
Young
here. He's
hustler
gonna make
here.
some money off this opportunity.
Even though Martin could probably make the same amount as a woman just with his ass.
The
now.
question is, what happens to me?
Become a woman.
The male me. So but do all my friends know this? Because if that's the answer, then I'm not gonna fuck them all.
Is it like
No,
a
you
hot
still-
chick
no, that's-
situation?
no,
No,
that's fine, even if they
but
did
do
know.
all my friends and family know that I've been changed into a woman?
It depends
It's up
if
to you.
it depends if you
wanna
tell
call
them.
him and tell him.
What if you go hermit for a week? We wouldn't
Yeah.
know what the hell happened.
I know, but then you're talking about fucking your friends as a woman. It's like
It's up to you.
Have them sign an
friend.
NDA. You can sue
Yeah,
'em.
that's another question.
it's
Do
not an
people
NDA.
know
It's
I'm
about
a
the
woman
way
now?
you look into each other's eyes for the future.
Oh, it'd definitely be a little different.
Once you take the blue pill and you're a man again, and now you're looking at each other and you're going,
Or you take the blue pill and now you're a man again. You're like, yo, that was pretty good. Let's fucking do it.
I
again.
also hope, as a woman,
Yeah,
my
I don't
friends
got a
have no
pussy.
knowledge.
got a pussy.
I hope my friends have no knowledge of this, because while I go out to go fuck them and shit, I'm gonna make them do some really weird, nasty
See,
shit.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
And
Like-
get pictures and photos, and I'm gonna turn back into a guy, and I'm gonna hold it against them one day.
All right, well, this is now malice.
okay, well, no one wants to be your friend now. You're gonna hold it against them?
Hey man,
I'm not gonna know it's him.
So you're
it's
saying-
chestnut.
But the question is, if you've been turned into a woman, will you know that it's him or will you not?
I think that you would know.
Because then fucking your friend seems
No, I
still
mean, you definitely-
almost as implausible.
what if you realize it's
You
your
definitely
friend?
wouldn't know.
What if you realize it's your friend while you're fucking
Oh,
them?
so if I
How would you- how
so,
would-
so if I turned into a female and I came up to you guys and I was like, I'm a female now.
that would be your sister?
Yeah, that would be your sister.
Here we go. Okay, so I mean, the
Shout out Antonio's sister.
yeah, right.
I can't even use the proper wording now to continue that bit.
But how would you know?
I told you.
How would
Jesus.
Okay,
no,
if you
but
told us, then yeah.
Yeah.
obviously if you told your friends? I mean, I don't. Would you fuck
I'd still
the
do it.
new you?
I think I'd still do it.
The new you.
If JT came up to me and said, Antonio, this is me, JT. He gives me all my deep dark secrets. Says I'm a woman now. I want you to bang me.
that.
Fuck yeah, man. Give me
But,
some
but
of
no,
that.
I don't think that they would know unless you told them. I don't think that if Antonio came up to me in woman version, first of all, I'd be like, hey, Anna, what are you doing? How's it going? And then second of all, I wouldn't be like, hold on, wait a minute, guys. I think this is actually Antonio.
true.
You got turned into a woman.
So, all right, so then I misconstrued the whole first part of this
You
conversation.
misconstrued that sentence with that made-up word.
Misconstrued?
Misconstrued, you said. Play it back.
Is that not a word?
Misconstrued. I think. Right?
Oh, suck a fucking toaster strudel,
Hey,
you
Mr.
frickin'
fucking
grammar people.
What a strudel all over your face
Mr.
and
My
Yeah,
name's
chest.
fine.
JT.
Yeah,
I
if
can
I'm a woman.
spell. It's a useless fucking talent.
Fucking
Oh.
get him, Martin. Fucking get him. Useless. Useless speller.
You weren't here for the spelling bee. It was a very useful talent that day.
Yes,
Yes, he was.
are you okay?
he doesn't remember because he got shocked very hard.
That's true. Yeah.
I think I spelled maybe.
It was
Actually, no words.
useful
right.
talent that day.
Iguanodon was one of the words. That was Anthony's
all
word.
right,
Yeah, I would have so spelt that right.
If that's all right, what's the first letter?
I.
Yeah, he got it.
He got it. He
That's
got
the
it.
same thing.
I
Like,
thought you were saying iguana dong, like ding dong.
that was funny.
That's
That
true.
was
You're
very
right,
funny.
you're right.
You just spell iguana and then dong.
It's
Like
not a real word.
No, iguana dong. I feel like that one you could do. Iguana dong. I feel like I could do that one.
Stay
Just
afraid,
spell it
Martin.
iguana and then dong.
But the point is, so
Point
you're
is,
so you're saying he's
wrap it up.
He's right. If you turn into a woman the same day and you go to bang one of your friends, if they don't know it's you, you can manipulate them in the sense to send you like naked jumping jacks, and then when you're a man, you're like, haha,
I'd get you guys.
Oh, it'd be so
I'd
easy.
Get you guys.
It'd be so easy.
Which is unfair. I feel like you need to. I feel like it makes more gusto if you know that your friend is now a woman and you bang them still.
That's on another level of weird.
I mean, it's weird.
It adds so much more.
So it's not weirder. It's not
so
weirder
much
for
more
you to
complexity.
So it's not weirder for you to turn into a woman and trick me into banging you without me knowing.
Is
That's
it,
not
Danny,
weird.
is it that much weirder than like Than me
His
banging-
argument holds leverage because when I get complimented by gays, I feel a lot more like cool. Like when a gay guy comes up and
that was
compliments
not
me,
my argument.
I'm like, cool.
No,
that's
you
a-
guys are on the same page. Keep going, Martin. Whenever I'm at the gay bar, man, they just I love it.
When girls compliment me, like, yeah, that's nice,
No, no,
awesome.
no,
But when
he's
a
a
gay
woman.
guy compliments
No,
me,
I get what
but
he's
you
saying
said
in a
when
way.
when your friend turns into a girl and fucks you, it got to make you feel good, right? Because he turned into a girl and he still wants
That's not
to
what I said. No,
He knows what he's doing
that's
down
what
there.
you
I
That's
said,
literally
what's,
what you
I said,
said.
what's like? How is it not weirder to turn into a girl and then trick you into banging me without you knowing it's me, compared to me telling you I'm a woman
that may
and
be
trying to bang you? It's
that
the
may
same
be a
weird.
more no. It's not
Fertile.
the same weird because first of all, in order for the if you know, then now it's a mutual weird because both of you know that you're actually friends and one is
but hold on.
temporarily a female and now you're fucking, but you both know you're still the friend because when you go back to male, you take the blue pill. It will be fucking weird.
But Danny,
I fucked you. It will be weird because it would seem like I fucked you.
Danny, but you
Yes.
keep saying friend over and over again. Is it really that much weirder than me banging a girl who's my friend, who's not my girlfriend, just a friend, and I end up hooking up with her?
Yes, it is. It
Yeah,
is.
Danny.
It is weirder.
You never.
I
Well,
think
then you're
I
sexist.
I don't.
Then you're
it's just-
sexist.
no,
I can't hit the homies.
It's not because it's sexist. It's because it is a you at right now are not attracted to your friend, and so the fact that they've morphed.
Whoa, now you're making some assumptions that I don't know if you can clear.
The
That's
more we're
true.
talking about this, the more I'm picturing you as a girl, the more I want to fuck you.
Well, that's
Big boys after dark.
no. I don't know. Maybe it's not weird. Let's just fuck. I
Where
guess.
I was gonna say, where are you going with
Fuck.
that? This episode's not getting monetized.
Few wigs and
Wigs, no,
we can
we'll
get
be
crazy
there.
on each other.
Wait, you think you'd be an attractive girl?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
But have you ever seen people who sleep with their eyes a little bit open?
I actually never
That's
have.
My
Creepy.
uncle does that shit.
That's
It's
creepy.
so
It's creepy
fucking
as fuck.
scary.
Not only that, sometimes they are completely sleeping, but they're also aware. Like if you start waving in front of their head,
They'll be like, hey,
they wake up, and it's like, so were you sleeping or
so
were you
what-
not?
What's
It's like,
happening?
So strange.
Yeah, I've never like someone roll over and their eyes be open. Never.
They're not like open, but they're
enough.
They're cracked, and you're like, are you awake?
It's if they were
Hello?
completely open sleeping, I would believe they're more awake than the half flutter because I think that you're pretending now, you know.
No, it's scarier when the eyes are just dead.
Well, I feel like people
Just
when they're
looking at
dreaming, they do like a lot of half.
A lot of flutters, maybe. Do you guys sleepwalk? Have you ever had a sleepwalk
No.
story?
Yeah,
What's is anything that
I
happened?
still sleep talk like all the time. I mean,
I sleep talk all
Did
the
I
time.
say talk or walk?
you
My
said
bad.
you said walk, but
Okay.
I'm saying I used to sleepwalk as a kid. Like my parents would find me like just like going in the fridge or something, and I'm completely
Getting
asleep.
milk or something.
Yeah, but like, or just doing like nonsense, like barricading the door or something. But that I think I've stopped. But I do sleep. I sleep talk. Like obviously, like, I never know when it's happening unless I'm sleeping with someone.
How you
But-
doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Ask your mother. She knows.
There it is.
But your mom
I'm
says
gonna-
I sleep talk.
Why am I,
I can
why
tell
am I
you-
getting attacked today?
I could tell you a bunch of stories.
He sleeps with me
Are you
too.
talking about my mother?
No, I'm talking about him.
Oh,
All
thank
three of us.
you. Oh, right.
All
Thank
three
you.
of us.
Oh,
yeah.
every single person in this room. Every single person who's watching also.
Yeah. Nonsense mostly though.
I'm
Yeah,
Or
mainly,
what about have you guys like you're sort of like in between waking up and not, and you're still in the dream, but you also have woken up. So like there's someone standing next to you, and you say something to them regarding your dream that you're sort of still in.
And then you wake up after saying,
And you're like,
saying
God, that
it.
was
It's like,
stupid.
wait, no, I didn't mean that.
I get
They're like, what? And you're like, nothing.
Yeah.
I get stories all the time from my girlfriend and like other people telling me about like, oh yeah, the shit you say when you sleep. I had my girlfriend ask me the other day. She was like, why were you laughing your ass off? I was like, what are you talking about? I was sleeping.
Yeah.
She's like, you just fucking looked at me and just started laughing.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the
or
fuck?
Martin sleep with his girlfriend. He's like, I'm gonna kill my parents. I'm gonna murder her, my bitch, or
Yeah.
some shit.
Apparently, I do say some ridiculous things.
My brother sleep shit one time.
Nice.
He
That's not a term.
Never go to the bathroom in
That
your
is not a
dream.
term.
well, I mean, if he's sleeping and he took a shit, well, what do you call it?
Shitting yourself.
No, he didn't even shit himself.
That's what you call it.
No, he made
Oh,
it to
he
the
went to the toilet.
No, I mean he got close to the toilet.
So he shit himself.
I was sitting on the couch, and my brother walked out of his room, stumbling.
Which
you
brother?
Know, the older one. He was stumbling. He walked to the toilet, but it was maybe 3 a.m. So I said, yo, I called his name, no answer, and he kept stumbling. So I followed him because I thought, he was sleepwalking. He pulled down his pants. He whipped it out and he was pissing in the toilet, and then all of a sudden I hear and just a fucking huge turd flies out of his ass while he's standing. But his pants were all the way down. He's taking like a 4th grade shit, where your pants go all the way to your ankles.
Yes.
So he was pissing, hitting the toilet, and then he shit on the floor. And I mean, I was a good brother. I cleaned it up and I got him back in bed.
Wow.
But he definitely didn't shit himself. It hit the floor, not in the pants.
You wipe him?
Dude,
Yeah, of course I wiped him. He's my brother.
You're a good brother.
I was like blackout drunk after a night of partying one night in college, and I went to my girlfriend's house, and then went to bed. Obviously, woke up in the middle of the night, but sort of half woke up and was still near blackout drunk. Went to the bathroom, pissed, right, and then when I'm about to wash my hands, I open my eyes and come to. Toilet's behind me. The toilet's behind me. I was pissing on the wrong side, and there's a carpet there.
Oh,
Like a little square rug, right? Like a bathroom rug. So in my drunken state, I had to try to clean that up, and I didn't really,
work.
and I never told anyone.
That's good.
This is the debut of that story.
I would never tell anybody either.
One
good.
time at a house party, I was in a rush to go into the bathroom, and there were a whole bunch of I'm in the bathroom waiting, and there were a whole bunch of girls in there talking, and I was on the verge of bursting, so I just ran in there, didn't even look, just whipped it out, started peeing.
Sexually assault.
Yep.
No, just to realize
least a
that
flashing.
one of the girls, I guess, was using the toilet as a seat, and both seats were down.
So you peed on her.
No, I was peeing on the toilet, covered. Not the seat, but you know how there's the seat and the
Oh,
cover?
so after you kicked him out of the way.
She has
Yeah,
got.
they
so you
they
got
all
them out
left
of
the
there.
bathroom.
Oh,
I had
okay.
closed the door. I was belt out.
And then there's no.
So you
there's
pissed
no
on the
water.
toilet seat.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
pissed
all
on
over
the
the
toilet.
floor.
Yeah,
Then
and floor, bowl, everything.
yeah.
Dude, when I was almost a kid, I think maybe 8th grade, my uncle was 26, 27, so that's fairly prime. I'm about to be 30. I'm going to get blasted every day before that happens drinking. I was in 8th grade. I was in his basement. I was at his house, and he comes downstairs. I'm trying to get his Call of Duty KD up because that was my job because he sucked at it, no offense. And he came home piss drunk. It was one of those, now I know what being piss drunk meant because of how old we are now. And he came downstairs, sat on the TV stand with his pants down, and I'm watching all this. He pulled down his pants, sat on the TV, and I guess the glass was a little too cold. He got up and he walked over to he had a fake plant, and he pulled down his pants and just started pissing on the fake plant. And then he took off his pants, laid down on the couch, and just laid down his underwear over his crotch instead of putting them on, which, fair to him. It was close enough. And then I was awake, so I went upstairs to my grandmother, and I said, Grandma, I think Uncle, pissed on the floor. And she went, oh my God. She came down, she cleaned it all up. Great mother. And I just lay down the rest of the night.
And then he
See,
touched
that's
you.
crazy to me. I have pissed myself many of times, but I've never thought that an item that was not the toilet was the toilet.
That happens a lot. I think.
I've always just had a total lapse in body control and pissed on the couch. I've never said a round object, let me go piss in there.
I've thrown up in
that
anywhere
that
I
seems so
can.
crazy to me.
For me, it's when I'm sleepy and I get up and I think I'm at the toilet and I'm not, or I'm facing the wrong way, or whatever.
that's just never happened to me.
I did it at the frat
Yeah,
house.
never
Too.
I mean, the only thing about that story that I just said about my uncle is that I understand the fake tree. It's literally a fake tree thinking you're outside, but it's the sitting on the TV stand
See, exactly.
where it loses me.
That's where it lost me. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
it
was
was-
like, I would never do that.
'Cause if
That's
you
like
took a-
sitting on a table.
yeah,
or
because if you took a shit there,
Well, he was
that-
gonna pee sitting down. it
yeah,
sounds like.
I feel like that's a appropriate drunk
move.
man,
Yeah,
drunk
yeah, yeah.
move.
Also, I
Responsible
feel
even.
like I have
That never happened to me
I have a
either,
pretty good my ass cheeks have a good tactile response. I know if I'm sitting
Yeah.
on wood, This is not right.
Porcelain.
Yeah. of course.
Porcelain, beautiful.
Yeah.
I know this is the time.
My ass knows
but
porcelain.
you know, if
So
we're
you're
sitting
sit-
anywhere else, it's like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, the issue with that is you could be sitting on some mugs. Or,
Yeah, I'm just sitting on an array of mugs.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Hey,
someone
you can't count it out. Or you're in the bathtub.
Or a sink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, anything can
You'd
happen.
be a little high for the
You
sink.
walk into
Yeah.
a pottery
It is
class.
true.
Danny's walking down the street and sees one of those porcelain ponies for
Yeah, or
like
like
25 cents.
like
Yeah,
a
'cause-
China shop or something.
Now, what if you're like Pavlov's? Your ass is like Pavlov's dog, right? You sit on something porcelain, and all of a sudden you start uncontrollably shitting.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
You
that's
Your ass is like, I know what this is. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, come on, it's time to unleash. Did we talk about how Danny was slut shamed by YouTube yet?
Oh my God, no.
No, we did not.
Danny was absolutely slut shamed by YouTube. What's going on, YouTube? Look at
That's
this
how
beautiful
we roll.
man. Let him show
That's true.
himself.
We were talking about how if I was
A woman, which we've been this episode essentially.
No, the whole premise of the episode was if I was a woman, I would go to the club
and sleep with Drake.
and sleep with Drake and get with all these rappers and sit at the table for free.
Yes.
That was the point.
Somehow
was the
that
point.
became the premise of this episode, by the way.
Same-
And
that's
so-
what I said. Yeah.
And so I put it on YouTube. And it was just a woman in Google Images nightclub dress. Crop that out, put my face on it, blended it a little bit,
Standard procedure.
put myself on there.
Yeah.
Instagram, no problem.
Right.
Nightclub dress. Drake was in the background. Drake at the club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally perfectly fine image. Put it on YouTube, and they removed the thumbnail, not the video. They removed the thumbnail because they thought it was sexually provocative. And I'm just saying, I mean, you know, yeah, sure.
You're sexy, Danny.
The woman in the picture was showing some cleavage. It wasn't. I mean, the things I've seen on YouTube are crazy.
Right.
Any fucking Nelk video? Are you
Oh.
kidding me?
Okay.
I mean, come on, dude. Any video at all. I mean, this woman was not showing. She was wearing a dress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but-
was just a low cut dress.
No, dude, it was because of your face, man. You're
And
just
my
too
face
hot.
was on it.
You're too hot.
Do you think it's a combination
Yeah,
of the both?
I
of
think
the two?
I think that makes it too over the bar, bro.
There are
overkill.
there are videos on YouTube of, like, playing Fortnite. Every kill I get, my sister takes off an article of clothing.
yeah.
And it was crazy to me. That was bullshit. But
YouTube.
I replaced the thumbnail with a picture of a more conservative dress. I actually used the black and blue, white gold dress.
Right.
Why would you use that dress?
Controversy. Either way, YouTube slut shamed me and the beautiful woman that I used as my inspiration
For his body.
that dress, and I just think it's wrong.
I just think it's wrong too. YouTube, you got some
yeah.
questions. We want some reparations.
So we want some questions. We want some answers.
want some
We want some
questions.
questions from you.
We wanna know what's
We'll
going
answer
on.
all of them. No. We want some answers. We are remiss to do this episode and not talk about the fact that Daft Punk broke up. So sad.
Well, to be honest, following like I heard what you had to say about the whole thing with the weekend, the Super Bowl, like he was doing. Oh, it's for an artistic purpose. I wouldn't be surprised if it they'll do some solo shit and then like 2 years from now they'll get back together and just blow the fucking world for artistic
No,
purposes.
you know what?
I feel like they're on the same boat.
No.
The whole thing they do with wearing the robot heads and shit like that, like I feel like they have something planned out.
I would have.
And I
They've
will
been
I will
together
say
for 30 years.
that's the problem.
almost 30 years. I
think
will
that's
say
the
this.
problem.
That's too sketch.
Martin in our group is generally known as the textbook for electronic music. Like you are the guy. But either way, very cool band. Love Daft Punk. Love everything they do.
Yes. French.
Thank you, Daft Punk.
French house music.
It's weird when because these are characters really.
Right.
Like
Robots.
these two robots are characters.
they pretty
And
much-
it's weird when you say you're not going to do anything anymore because even though the people are still alive, it's almost as if the characters are just dead.
So why do
And the video they released, one of the characters did die.
Why do you
they're dead?
why do you think they broke up? You think one of them wanted to
I think
have a family?
if I'm not sure, I remember arguing something about like creativity and like what they wanted to do. That's what they.
Yeah, it's fair. You know, like Daft Punk, out of nowhere, one of them says, "I want to make a song with more than 7 words," and the other one goes, "How dare you? How dare you? We're done." You know.
It did set the scene for a lot of people, like the whole thing with like hiding behind the mask. Not even essentially hiding behind the mask, but like look at like Daft Punk. Now today you have people like Deadmau5 wearing that thing. Marshmello with his whole fucking thing.
Yeah, Marshmallows was a
Yeah. I mean, they're
Also fell off the scene real hard.
they're so fucking
Did he?
cool.
In my opinion, I think he did. I remember he was like
Oh,
fucking.
Mark's an elitist. And
I
Danny's
remember
trying
when-
to ride his
They
coattails.
are, no, they are.
I remember he was on like every radio station one summer, and now like, do you ever hear about him?
I mean, he
He had-
collabs.
he
He
can't
collabs.
keep that
Yeah,
up forever.
He was in
He-
Fortnite.
he-
Once you're in
yeah, he
Fortnite,
had that-
you're cemented.
No, that was
He had
Marshmallow.
that. Yeah, that was Marshmallow. That was also he was like one of those first people to
I thought
do
he was
that.
talking about Dead
What the
Mouse.
fuck are we
No.
You
talking
just
about?
switched.
No,
What the
I'm
fuck we
saying
talking-
Marshmallow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about
Dead
Marshmallow.
Mouse is a goat.
And so was Travis Scott, man. Fucking
Yeah, I mean,
Dead Mouse shits on Marshmallow all the time on Twitter. It's fucking hilarious.
either way,
Dead Mouse Twitter is so entertaining. It's fucking great.
the point is, hell yeah, Daft Punk, rocking in the free world for 28 years.
You did it.
You did it. I actually after the what was an unusually upsetting day. Like I really didn't think I'd be as upset as I was, but you did it. It's good to go out on on relatively good terms.
Right.
A lot of people, a lot of bands, a lot of 2-person duos. One of them dies or like has a huge separation from the other one, and you know.
And if
You went out the way you wanted to.
if you've made
That's
it,
good.
If you've made it almost 30 years, you pretty much did it. Like you did it. You did
It's
it.
better than you know, like people like continuing to tour and just like beating this horse till it's dead.
yeah.
Like you're just over. It's over. They ended it where they wanted it, and that's it.
Speaking of beating a dead horse,
You can find me at Danny is Watching on Instagram, TikTok, and of course Clubhouse, where I profess my intellectual ideas.
there's an abundance.
Nice. You can find me on Instagram at JTHolden97.
You can find me on Instagram and possibly very soon OnlyFans at Marcin_Mears.
And you can find me at Aunt Prisco. Can't forget to follow.
Biggie Boys by guest. Like and subscribe and share with your aunts and uncles.